Well, I am Peter Bradley and I am 80. I was 80 last June.
And I am Marjorie Bradley and I shall be 77 in 10 days' time. I taught home economics and I began my teaching career in Worley, which is part of Sandwell.
And I worked for Potterton Central Heating Boilers as a checker and other jobs there. They used to have a hop every Friday night in Birmingham, which you wouldn't know the name of hops these days, which you call a disco now. And we used to go there and dance together there quite often. I drove a car and I picked up Marjorie and two of the other girls to take them to this wedding. And coming home, Marjorie was the last one to get out of the car. So I ended up going with Marjorie and we eventually got married. Yeah. It was a glorious sunny day for our wedding in 1962.
I made my own wedding dress and my own wedding cake, and we had a really lovely day. We had, I think, 50 guests.
Yes.
And unlike weddings today, there was no evening function. We drove off to honeymoon immediately after the midday reception. Yeah. Well, the first thing I fell for were his eyes. And then he took his glasses off and they looked so small. But he's very patient and understanding. And he's interested in dancing, which I've always enjoyed.
Oh, yes.
So those are the things, really, that I like most about him. I think my favourite dance nowadays is probably waltz, though I do love the tango, but Peter doesn't, so we don't agree on that one. Although when I was younger I enjoyed sailing and gliding. I really felt that life was there for living.
But of course when I was younger I was in the RAF for a time, so when we were in the Caribbean on one of the occasions, we saw this notice come up that you could go on zip wires, and I think Marjorie ummed and ahed a little bit about it, and I said, come on, we can do that, easy. So we did it. You just hang by a harness on a cable and you zoom across between the trees. It's great fun. And what was said by these young folks?
Oh, it was an American honeymoon couple.
Of course, we were already in our 70s by then.
They said, do you mind if I ask you how old you are? So at the time I said 72. And they said, gee, I wish I could be like that when I'm 72.